on Osrc News at 7. All Progressives Congress inaugurates National Campaign Council ahead Ondo governorship election as Ayedatiwa urges residents to collect voter cards. Courts restrains Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board from implementing minimum admission age policy. EFCC expresses readiness to track funds as local government financial autonomy takes off next month. And from the foreign scene, former Bolivian President Evo Morales escapes death after gunmen fire at his convoy. Good evening to you and thank you very much for joining us on the news at 7 on Osrc television. My name is Oyewumi Ayinmera. Ahead of next month's governorship election in Ondo State, members of the National Campaign Council of the ruling All Progressives Congress have been inaugurated. The event held at the International Culture and Event Center, the Dome in Akure, and was attended by leaders of the party at both state and national levels. The national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Ganduje, who performed the inauguration, stressed the need for unity and commitment among members towards ensuring the victory of the party. The chairman of the campaign council and governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who expressed his readiness to deliver maximum success for the party at the poll, solicited the support and cooperation of other members. The standard bearer of the party and governor of the state, Lucky Ayedatiwa, who thanked and appreciated all members of the party, including President Bola Tinubu, for the support and solidarity, reassured of his dedication to prosper the state and the people. High point of the event was the official inauguration of the campaign council.
There's no doubt the people of Ondo State are blessed because they have a governor who is a lucky man. He's born a lucky man and he has succeeded to be a lucky man and he will continue to be a lucky man. It is now my privilege and honor to inaugurate this National Campaign Council for the gubernatorial election of Ondo State in the name of God the Almighty. Thank you and God bless. Thank you.
We want to assure our party, we want to assure all of you that we'll do everything within our means, constitutionally, professionally, within the norms of any election, to ensure that a free, fair, highly competitive election and campaign about issues is what we will be doing. It will not be a campaign on sentiments, on abuse that has made our life a lot easier.
The Ondo State governorship election will hold on the 16th of next month. Meanwhile, residents of Ondo State have been urged to collect their permanent voter cards PVCs as the governorship election approaches. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, the candidate for the ruling All Progressives, expressed their desires during an APC community engagement rally in Ondo State. Ondo East, Aiyedatiwa reassured residents of his commitment to continue the state's growth and development. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole provides insight into the campaign tour, highlighting the governor's determination to engage with the electorate ahead of the November 16 election.
The campaign trail for Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa and the All Progressives Congress (APC) began at the palace of the Yangede of Ekpe, where residents warmly welcomed the governorship candidate. Ekpe serves as the headquarters of the Ondo Northeast Local Council Development Area. The Yangede, Oba Isaac Oyebade Akinkwade, praised Aiyedatiwa for improving the welfare of youth fathers and urged the government to repair the 5-kilometer road leading to the community.
Ọ̀ní àkọ́kọ́ ṣe dáa pé ọ̀rọ̀ Ondo State fún ibẹ̀ fẹ́ òun náà ń yẹ kó wáyé o àjọ ọmọ tí wọ́n akọjú sí gbogbo ẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ bá o.
Speaker of the House of Assembly, Olamide Oladiji, assured the governor of strong support from the people and called for votes for the APC.
Ó yẹ kókò wá bẹ́ẹ̀ dá padà lọ sí unity wa dá padà lọ sí dédé wọ́ọ̀dù wa dálá ṣe oṣẹ́ nìyí àṣepé.
Governor Aiyedatiwa reaffirmed his commitment to delivering good governance, promising to address the road issue and emphasizing that his administration does not interfere with local government funds.
Àwọn ẹ̀dùn ọkàn yín tí ẹ sọ ẹni tó fi ìwé ẹ̀fún mi báyìí ó wà lọ́rùn. Gbọ́ ẹ sọ ìkan pàtó ìyẹn jẹ́ ọ̀nà yín. Wọ́n ní nǹkan tí mo ṣe ní Ọ̀dá àti ti Ìdànrè. Wọ́n ní mo gbọ́dọ̀ wá ṣe. Kábíyèsí bó ṣe ná bó ṣe máa rí náà nìyẹn ẹ ti pàṣẹ.
At a town hall meeting in Bola Onduro, headquarters of Ondo East Local Government Area, the chairman of Oloja Association, Felix Kolawole, highlighted Aiyedatiwa's achievements and pledged support from local leaders for his re-election. Market women leader Mrs. Nike Awushupin also voiced support for Aiyedatiwa while addressing the need to improve dilapidated roads for easier transportation of goods. The governor assured residents that his administration prioritizes their welfare. In an interview with newsmen, Governor Aiyedatiwa urged residents to collect their permanent voter cards, highlighting their importance on election day.
We were received so warmly, and they have given us that assurance that they will vote for our party APC because of what the party has been doing, and more importantly, what I've been able to do in the last 10 months since I assumed office as the governor of Ondo State. I want to plead with you, go out, you still have time to collect your PVC. That is the only way you can make a choice of who you want to govern you for the next 4 years. And I know majority of the people across the state prefer to vote for APC as ruling party. So I want to plead with all of you, go out. That is the only way you can ensure that the person of your choice come victorious come November 16, 2024.
Other APC leaders rallied support for Aiyedatiwa, stressing the need to maintain the current administration beyond 2025.
So that the record, the love that people are showing now. So let's show it on the 16th.
Aiyedatiwa has done a lot of achievement for us in Ondo East. He has done a lot for us, and this is the time to pay him back.
When you have a good leader, it's a privilege. I think Ondo State is lucky at large. So for this kind of person to be our governor for the second time again, it's a good thing to happen to people from the state. And we urge everyone from the state to come out, to come and vote for this man.
The APC campaign tour continues as preparations intensify for next month's governorship election. From Ondo East Local Government, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
You are still watching Osrc News at 7. After the break, EFCC expresses readiness to track funds as local government financial autonomy takes off next month. Please do join us for this and more.
Behold, the newcomer to your bookshelf. Yes! Money Blueprint, 15 Secrets to Success and 9 Habits to Avoid. This book will enhance your knowledge on investments, entrepreneurship, and how to become rich, even with personal salary. Get a copy of Money Blueprint, 15 Secrets to Success and 9 Habits to Avoid at 7,500 Naira only. You can also go online to place an order via www.joelakonde.com or Amazon, Google Books, and any other reputable bookshop worldwide. In Nigeria, send a message to WhatsApp or call this number to place your order. 0704 917 9291. Again, 0704 917 9291. Dr. Joel Akonde, writer and announcer.
Thank you very much for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook page at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV. The Ondo State Deputy Governor Dr. Laide Adelami has urged members of the All Progressives Congress in Owo to remain united and committed towards the party. Speaking at the inauguration of the Owo APC Campaign Committee, the Deputy Governor praised the party faithful for their efforts during the APC governorship primary election in April. He acknowledged the effort of the people during the primaries and emphasized that party cohesion is required to win the election slated for next month. The Deputy Governor also used the occasion to reflect on some achievements of the governor that are already yielding positive results. The Director General of our APC campaign worked assiduously for the victory of the party in November 16 governorship election. The presidential spokesman, Bayo Nanuga, says the federal government did not buy a new official jet for President Bola Tinubu, contrary to claims on social media. Speaking to newsmen in Abuja, Onanuga stressed that the government acquired a refurbished jet for the president. Onanuga stated that some jets in the presidential fleet purchased under former President Olusegun Obasanjo are all in bad condition and their maintenance costs are outrageous. He added that instead of spending a lot of money on aircraft maintenance, the president sought the approval of the National Assembly for a refurbished jet that was still in good condition. Onanuga urged Nigerians to prioritize the president's safety, noting that the newly acquired plane is Nigeria's property and the jet would also benefit Tinubu's successor. The Delta State High Court in Warri has issued an order restraining the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board from implementing its recent policy requiring a minimum admissible age of 16 years for university admissions in the country, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice filed against the board. JAMB had earlier stated that only candidates who will be 16 years old by August 2025 will be admitted to tertiary institutions. The board, however, made an exception for students seeking admission in the 2024-2025 session. Dissatisfied with JAMB's directive, John Aikpopo Martins, a former Nigerian Bar Association chairman, Warri Branch, dragged the admission board to court. In a ruling, Justice Anthony Akpovi granted all the relief sought by the applicant. The applicant had sought an order of the court restraining the respondent from taking further actions or giving effect to the directives contained in the circular on admission of candidates with minimum admissible age of 16 years to all Nigerian universities, pending the hearing and determination of the originating motion. Health workers in public hospitals in Abuja under the aegis of the Joint Health Sector Unions and Assembly of Healthcare Professionals are observing partial compliance with the directive by their leadership to 7-day warning strike. The union had notified the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Pate, on resuming its suspended strike if its demands were not met. The chairman of the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria at the Abuja branch of FMC, Aaron Akunofua, confirmed that there was only partial compliance with the strike due to the hospital management not being formally notified of the weekend. Also, at the National Hospital, Abuja, patients were also being attended to, though uncertainty remained about whether workers would continue attending to them tomorrow. A medical laboratory scientist at the hospital attributed the partial compliance to the timing of the strike announcement. The Owale Oba Adeleke Adebite Adedoyin as a promotion of unity and tourism in Nigeria. Oba Adedoyin Adebite at the 2024 Olokemeji Festival in Ekaria Akoko underscored the significance of preserving and promoting indigenous culture and heritage for economic gains and prosperity. Osrc Said Aribisala reports that indigenes of Ekaria Akoko, home and abroad, railed out drums to celebrate the 2024 annual Olokemeji Takotabo Festival.
It's another time of the year for the celebration of history and culture in Ekaria Akoko as indigenes converge on the ancient town for the Olokemeji Takotabo Festival 2024. The annual festival, which involves participants dressed in white attire, celebrates the historic Olokemeji Takotabo hills that symbolizes resilience and unity of Ekaria people when their progenitors first settled on the hills. The festival celebration, led by the Owale Oba Adeleke Adebite Adedoyin, had in attendance tourists from far and near as the people ascended the hills. Atop the hill, the people sought the face of God, with the monarch also leading prayers for the town, Ondo State and Nigeria. Oba Adebite Adedoyin would describe the Olokemeji Festival as a source of pride and identity for his people, underscored the significance of preserving and promoting indigenous culture and heritage for economic gains and prosperity.
Not just the mere festival. It's a festival whereby we showcase our culture, we showcase what God has given to us from time immemorial. So I want to appeal to our people to come together. Let us celebrate this festival together. And you know, at the end of it all, we know that prayers will be answered. You can bring in some forms of tourism from this Olokemeji Takotabo, and I want to appeal to our government, the local government, and the Federal Ministry of Tourism, to join hands with Church.
Some of the indigenes who expressed excitement at the bond of brotherhood fostered during the festival share optimism that their prayers will be answered.
Culture is a way of life, like you know, and we elevate our culture, and we will even encourage other people to elevate their culture. God on
the people, including the monarch, descended from the hilltop.
After ascending to the hilltop and of course descending back to base, one would expect that the people of Ekaria would be tired, but that is not the case. They've erupted with joy on the street, and onward they march to the palace of Owale.
The indigenes express commitment to fostering stronger bonds and aspirations for the town's development.
We can even call it after God that Olokemeji is our saviors. So that is why it's important to every indigenous of Ekaria.
We have to emulate what our forefathers are doing, right from the Owale of Agbaode up to this moment.
At the palace court, other monarchs in the area and non-indigenes joined in the festival celebration. The week-long Olokemeji Festival commemoration featured installation of traditional chiefs, visitation to the aged in the town, traditional games, among others. Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has assured of its commitment to diligently monitor and track expenditures of the 774 local government chairmen from the revenue disbursement allocated monthly from the federal government. The chairman of the commission, Ola Olukoyede, said the agency would monitor the budget's performance of all the local governments in the country. He lamented the overbearing influence of state government on the resources of the local government. The FCC boss said the commission had expanded its presence and coverage across the country. He vowed that any local government official who misappropriated funds would be apprehended and prosecuted. The Rivers State Judicial Commission of inquiry into the post-election violence that led to the attack of some local government secretariats has summoned some allies of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, to appear before it. This was contained in a statement issued by the chairman of the commission, Justice I.R. Minakiri, in Port Harcourt. Among those summoned are the immediate past chairman of Ekwere local government area, Dr. Samuel Umasoike, as well as his counterpart in Eleme and Ado-Auda East. The trial served as local government chairman under Nyesom Wike as governor and completed their tenure under incumbent governor Sinilai Fubara. Also summoned is a member representing Eleme constituency in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Afoji Igwe, loyal to the FCT minister. The panel summoned a total of 109 persons to appear before it. And now we move to the foreign scene. Shots have been fired at a convoy carrying Evo Morales, Bolivia's former president. Morales says he is now safe, but his driver was wounded. He blamed the attack on the government and accused it as is denied. Blessing Obi has more.
Evo Morales was on his way to a television station when 3 vehicles intercepted his car. Marksmen jumped out and opened fire. Their firing Morales can be heard on this video posted on his Facebook page. "Let's get out of here, quickly." Another video posted shortly afterwards shows helicopters leaving the scene. The former president later appeared on national television.
In the car I arrived in, 14 shots. You can see them. But yes, there were 14 shots, one to the driver's head.
Morales has been fighting an arrest warrant issued earlier this month, accusing him of sex with an underage girl. A charge he denies, saying his accusers were paid to lie about him.
They failed. When all that failed, the plan was to kill me. Today, that plan has been carried out.
President Luis Arce denounced Morales' accusations, saying he condemned all political violence. He said he has ordered an immediate and scrupulous investigation. The incident comes after weeks of rising tension between Morales, who led Bolivia between 2006 and 2019, and the current president, a former ally from the same governing party. Both Presidents Arce and Evo Morales are vying to lead the Socialist Mass Party in next year's election, although Morales is constitutionally barred. As both sets of supporters face off against one another across Bolivia, this latest incident, whatever the truth behind the accusations, will only worsen an already tense situation. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
And still on the foreign scene, Japan's ruling coalition may fall short of parliamentary majority, exit polls show, raising uncertainty over the makeup of the government of the world's fourth largest economy. A poll by national broadcaster NHK on Sunday showed the Liberal Democratic Party, LDP, which has ruled Japan for almost all of its post-war history, and junior coalition partner was said to win between 174 and 254 of the 465 seats in the lower house of Japan's parliament. Adirunke Kolawole has more.
The snap election was called by Japan's new Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, who won his party's leadership race just a month ago, but the move may have backfired for him and the governing LDP. Which has been in power for most of the post-Second World War period and has enjoyed a majority in the lower house of parliament for more than a decade. The poll comes as Japan is struggling with economic issues, including high inflation, with squeezing household, and these factors weighed on voters' minds.
About rising prices and issues such as consumption tax. So I feel the party that is strongly addressing these issues and showing capabilities to make progress in such areas looks more appealing.
I think that the Democratic Party for the People is focused on ultimately making the country better and ensuring financial resources are allocated more appropriately.
Expert says a series of scandals, including a political funding scandal, have caused some of Japan's citizens to lose trust in the LDP as voting ended. National broadcaster NHK's exit poll suggested the LDP was set to lose its majority. If these early indicators are correct, it won't be clear by how much the party has lost its majority until the counting ends. Political analysts say this is something that could cause instability and could ultimately make pushing through some policies more difficult. But while the main opposition, Constitutional Democratic Party of Japan, is expected to gain ground, they said it doesn't look like it will be enough to completely topple the LDP.
The scale of that loss, the magnitude of their diminished seat share, it's perhaps somewhat surprising, but it's still not